Okay, so we'll start public administration, test 1, paper 1, unit 1 and 2. So let's discuss the first question. First question is, I think you all have question. Woodrow Wilson made significant contribution to growth of public administration, but his idea faced certain limitation in real world of governance. Wilson's contribution to public administration and limitation to his idea. So Woodrow Wilson made significant contribution to growth of public administration, but his idea faced certain limitation in real world of governance. So in this question, 3 part, the answer is divided into intro, body, conclusion. The conclusion again divided into 2 part. The first part is criticism, and present relevance. So criticism and present relevance, this is the question you need to cover. Okay, so I will tell shortly. Woodrow Wilson, introduction, what you write in introduction of Woodrow Wilson, what you write in the body, and why his idea faced limitation in real world of governance. Woodrow Wilson, regarded as father of public administration. Why? Who is Woodrow Wilson? Woodrow Wilson is President of USA. He was President of USA. Political science professor. He was political science professor, and in 1887 he has written a article. Article name is The Study of Administration. The Study of Administration in American Political Journal. Okay, the study of administration. And the importance of this article, the study of administration, made Wilson the father of public administration. And here we just write about Chanakya. Ethi ame Chanakya ro bhi katha likhiba ki in India Chanakya has written Arthashastra. Arthashastra has also very rich content, but it cannot be as famous as the study of administration. So Chanakya cannot be regarded as the father of public administration. So this is a 15-mark question, and the word limit is 250 word. So this comprise our introduction. It amaro introduction hegala Woodrow Wilson babadre. After that we write body. So in your answer, don't write these things. Eta khali mu tamu bujheba pai intro body kohi douchi, but main answer re no need to write this. Acha, in body generally 4 point. Woodrow Wilson's contribution. What is Woodrow Wilson's contribution? Polity, administration, dichotomy. Polity, administration, dichotomy. Second, merit based recruitment. Third, Wilson as fast comparativist, and stages of growth of state. Okay, so you need to explain all these 4 points. I'm just telling you, I'm not going in detail. So what is polity administration dichotomy? Before Woodrow Wilson's era, if I say like this is 1887. Before 1887, public administration was inside political science. No separate study of public administration. Public administration was studied under pol science. Wilson want to separate pol science, public administration. Wilson said politics is policy making and administration is implementation. Politics is push and pull force, but public administration is stable. So if you take public administration away from what? Pol science, away from the hurry and strive of pol science, public administration work more effectively. Business like approach, not business but business like approach, public administration. So this is dichotomy. Second, merit based recruitment. What is merit based recruitment? Acha, dichotomy you need to write the dichotomy supported by Goodnow, who is father of American public administration, by Taylor, and dichotomy is rejected by whom? We will discuss later. Tapore merit based recruitment. During the period of Woodrow Wilson in America, spoil system of recruitment is prevailed, where administrative posts are given to party loyalists. Wilson reject that and Wilson start merit based recruitment. Acha, another thing, ebe dekho jo mu sabale kohe linking kono ei merit based recruitment tome kote link kari pariba tome paper 1 unit 8 personal administration recruitment. So whenever you write recruitment in unit 8 personal administration, you can write merit based recruitment. बुझलो तो तापर अधिका मार्क आसीबो जो माने everyone saying interpretation of theories, this is how you interpret theories. So merit based recruitment, Wilson first comparativist. Acha, during the period of Wilson, what happened in USA? USA was a democracy, and for every problem the people blame the constitution, and constitution was amended. Wilson said it is difficult to run a constitution, rather frame one, and Wilson want to incorporate idea of European administration, because European administration was stable, France and Germany. So Wilson want to incorporate good idea of European administration and incorporate that in what? USA administration. And he famously said his statement that we should bring the art of sharpening the knife without any intention to kill anyone, and we should bring good ideas which will suit American administration and put them over slow fire of criticism and let the foreign gas evaporate. Acha, tome jetebole likhibo ko question comparative public administration paper 1 unit 7. So whenever you write comparative public administration risks, you need to mention Wilson. Wilson regarded as the first comparativist. Tapore stages of growth of state. 3 stages. First, absolute control, a stage of absolute control. Absolute control. Tapore second stage is demand for popular control, and third, popular control or democracy established. A period of absolute control or monarchy, after that demand for popular control, and third, democracy established. Okay, so this you write, this is Woodrow Wilson's idea. After that, so this cover your question. Woodrow Wilson made significant contribution to the growth of public administration. This part cover, first part. Second part, his idea faced certain limitation in real world of governance. Acha, his idea faced limitation. Basically, Woodrow Wilson's polity administration dichotomy, that means separation of politics from administration, it was criticized by Waldo, F.W. Taylor, Vincent Ostrom. And in real world of governance, in present, acha, ebe, what we find, politics and administration work in a cooperative manner, and you need to give example. For example, you give example of secretariat. Secretariat, be it central secretariat, cabinet secretariat, PMO, state secretariat. So here coordination between politics and administration. Apart from that, administration work as advisor to political executive, and administration involved in policy formulation, law making through delegated legislation, policy formulation secretariat. So you need to give this, otherwise the answer half-hearted hobo. You need to give this example, that why Wilson's idea limitation in real world of governance, because in real world of governance we cannot separate administration completely from politics. We cannot. Got it? This is. So this is criticism. After writing criticism, you can mention that although Wilson is criticized, some of his idea is still relevant. Whose idea? Merit-based recruitment. Merit-based recruitment and his idea of comparative study. Okay, so you end your answer. देखो every answer माने गोटे pattern अच्छे. Every answer there must be an intro, body, and if it is a theorist, criticism and present relevance. So present relevance re example. This is how you end your answer. Okay, so this is how Woodrow Wilson's contribution to the growth of public administration, but his idea faced certain limitation in real world of governance. Next, significance of public administration is more in developing nation. So understand this question. Significance of PA is more in developing nation. Significant of PA more in developing nation. Significance of PA is more in developing nation in comparison to developed nation. It is a question or trick. That public administration is significant, we all know, but why it is significant in where? Developing nation, more significant in developing nation rather than developed nation. And after that, face more limitation in developing nation. Also, PA face more limitation in developing nation. This is two part of this question. So first, what we have to write? Developing nation. Who is a developing nation? So a developing nation, the newly emerged country between 1940 to 1960. These are newly independent country of Asia, Africa, South America. Okay, these are newly independent country of Asia, Africa and South America, a period of decolonization where they get independent between 40s and 60s. Okay, so developing nation has problem or not? Do you think developing nation has problem? No. Tell me what type of problem you think that is more significant in developing nation than developed nation? Developing nation रे कौन problem बेसी थिबो? डेभलप नेशन अपेक्षा नहीं बेसिक प्रॉब्लम कथा कह देखो डेवलपिंग नेशन रे कॉमन प्रॉब्लम इज पॉवर्टी माल न्यूट्रिशन पुअर हेल्थ केयर पुअर एडुकेशन है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट लॉ एंड ऑर्डर प्रॉब्लम तो दीज आर द प्रोमिनेंट कंट्री तुम इंडिया को देखिले भी कहि परिबो इंडिया रे ए प्रॉब्लम अछि सो डेवलपिंग नेशन रो ए सब प्रॉब्लम माल न्यूट्रिशन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर प्रॉब्लम एजुकेशन हेल्थ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर and number of problem and these problem are significant to developing nation rather developed nation has least this type of problem. Okay, so what is public administration? Public administration is, we know it is action part of state. It is government in action. Manpower in public administration is skilled, rational, scientific. Okay, so public administration is very significant as it is action part of government. It is skilled, rational, scientific. So public administration can solve this problem of poverty, malnutrition, poor health care, education, unemployment. And public administration involved in policy formulation, policy implementation, policy evaluation, law making, disaster management, law and order, act as a provider of goods and service, regulator, facilitator, grievance redressal mechanism of citizen, associate citizen in law making, decision making. So this is significance of public administration is more in developing nation. The developing nation has n number of problem in comparison to developed nation. So to counter those problems effectively and to ensure what? Administration led development, जहाँ को हमें development administration को administration led development को ensure करिवा पाई public administration role is significant. So only public administration can developing nation to developed nation को किए नहीं पारिबो public administration. So significance of public administration is more in developing nation in comparison to developed nation because it has more problem, it has limited resource, more people to feed, so limited resource, population is more, so administration need to be active. Acha, after that limitation before public administration. What do you think? What are the limitations before public administration? Any limitation you think? Decentralization is not a problem. Problem or limitation before public administration. Centralization, that will be a problem. So limitation before public administration is corruption, nepotism, secrecy, nah. Basic problem: corruption, nepotism, secrecy, inefficiency, closed structure, inorganic, maladministration, imbalance, polity, bureau, pathology, institutional administration instead of instrumental institutional administration. Yes, politician, administration, criminal, nexus, poor, welfare tendency. Okay, so these are the limitations before public administration. Imbalance polity means instead of political master control bureaucrat, bureaucrat control political master. So these are the limitation. So we should not stop with limitation. We need to write solution. Solution kono RTI, IT, citizen charter, CVC, CBI, SVC, PRI. Second, ARC. Listen, a question may ask you solution or may not ask you solution, but you have to give it. The question justified hobo jete bele tome problem likhibo, problem pore solution likhibo. Otherwise, it will not justified. Third question: public choice approach is empowering citizen through democratic participative approach in administration justify. So here you need to write about public choice approach. Straight question. Public choice approach the same way you write intro, body, conclusion, theorist name. अच्छा, public choice approach देखो importance public choice approach रो definition very माने simple definition but content थिबा कथा. जेमती definition कि public choice approach is one of the important school of new right philosophy. हैला, it is one of the important school of new right philosophy. So you should know new right philosophy kono. New right philosophy ro gote school, new public administration, new public management, PCA, new Taylorism. No. New right philosophy, it is a combination of new liberal plus new conservative. New right philosophy, this is product of Minobro Conference 1 and 2nd. So public choice approach is an important school of new right philosophy, and when public choice approach when growth of public choice approach happen during a period failure of state and success of market. Failure of state and success of market. This failure of state, it is termed as economic failure of state. Economic failure. After that, the important protagonist, the most important theorist of public choice approach is Vincent Ostrom. Okay, Vincent Ostrom. Apart from Vincent Ostrom, other are Yates, Buchanan, Niskanen. After that, public choice approach have three schools of thought. Chicago school, Rochester school, Virginian. Chicago school, Rochester school, and Virginian school. Okay, you need to explain that what is Chicago school, what is Rochester school, what is Virginian school. After that, the basic idea of public choice approach. PCR character. Character hella institutional pluralism, multi-actor paradigm, overlapping jurisdiction. So, institutional pluralism, multi-actor paradigm, overlapping jurisdiction. Politics, administration, egoism. Rational choice. So, you need to explain institutional pluralism, multi-actor paradigm, and what is overlapping jurisdiction, what is political administration egoism, rational choice. After that, you need to write Ostrom's idea. Hello? Two people's idea, and from that, it is justified that democratic participative approach. Political administration egoism means politics always want more vote and administration always want more budget. That is egoism. Ostrom's idea of democratic administration. So 4D approach of Ostrom: democratization, decentralization, denationalization, debureaucratization. And 4 point that Ostrom want: politics, administration, fusion, politics, administration, fusion, legislator, executive should control administration, democratic approach, participative approach. So Ostrom's idea, after writing Ostrom's idea, you need to write William Viscera. Viscera's idea on public choice approach. Hello, two theorists must, because both these theorists give their idea on democratic participative approach. Because here I will tell only the structure to you. Hello, ये तो test discussion class. I hope you know the concept. I will only tell कि question का कौन answer ही पारिबो. So William Viscera's idea, after the PCA is exit, voice. So citizen can exist from a service provider if they are not satisfied, and voice. After that, criticism of public choice approach and present relevance of public choice approach. Present relevance re it empower citizen, empower customer, more democratic, decentralized, debureaucratic approach. This is. Acha. Next question, fourth, the success or failure of an organization depend on effective coordination. So you need to write here definition of coordination. So definition of coordination, coordination is maintaining a balance between employees, employee manager, different branch, different section, different department of the organization. Coordination. So coordination is the most important activity or most important aspect of an organization. We need to देखो इतने theorist ना पहुँचारें but we need to write theorist name. Yes, so we need to write in coordination all theorists promote the idea of coordination. So we need to write Taylor. Who is the idea of Taylor promote coordination? Tell. Who is the idea of Taylor promote coordination in organization? With Taylor को idea promote करूची coordination को. Taylor scientific management principle रो को idea promote करूची. What is that? Term कौन? Taylor रो mental revolution. POL. POC. Planning, organizing, controlling, commanding, coordinating. This is coordination. Gulick, post-corp, coordination. Apart from this, Gulick's 10 neutral principle or 3 principle: coordination through idea, coordination through committee, coordination through hierarchy. That you need to write. Through idea, committee, hierarchy. No, that is different. But what is mental revolution? Mental revolution concept कौन थीला? कि the employee and manager, they should be work in such a coordinated manner that employee not think about salary or manager not think about what? More profit. Both focus on work. If production is more, automatically manager's profit increase and workers' wage increase. That is mental revolution. So Gulick तापरे Urbic principle of coordination. अच्छा Taylor, Field, Gulick, Urbic. Next Max Weber. What Max Weber tell about coordination? If you remember, Weber said that in bureaucracy people work in a coordinated manner to achieve the goal of organization. Max Weber's idea. After that, MP Follett. Integration method to solve conflict, and integration need coordination. And बिना theorist रे mark मिलिबो नहीं. हैला? I am very clear. तुम यदि super माने खाली coordination लिखिबो, you will not get mark. बिना theorist, बिना second year से you will not get proper mark. 300 plus होबो नहीं. Say 210, 205 एमती चाली थीबो. So if you want to cross 300 plus, you need to increase your standard. Standard no बढ़ेले होबो नहीं. So MP Follett परे Hilton, Mayo कौन कहले? Informal coordination. Classical formal, Mayo informal. तापरे Chester Bernard, acceptance view of authority. Without proper communication and coordination between employee and manager, you cannot have acceptance view of authority. Chester Bernard pore Likert. linking pin model, it facilitated coordination. McGregor theory Y manager, Chris Argyris fusion process is personalization plus socialization. The concept of fusion process, it promote coordination. Okay, so every theorist has give importance to coordination, whether they are classical, scientific, classical, human relation or behavioral. After that, you need to write need of good coordination in organization. You need to write 5-6 points that what is the benefit of coordination in organization. Coordination facilitate cooperation, harmony, less conflict, no overlapping of work. After that, there must be a we feeling. Everyone work in the organizational goal. Everyone work to achieve the goal of organization. More efficiency. More productivity. Okay, so this is how you write need of good coordination, and if coordination fail, what happen? So overlapping of more conflict of less productivity, less efficiency, it is difficult to achieve organizational goal. Yes, and in modern day organization, IT, Gati Shakti, mission, Karma Yogi, they facilitate coordination in organization. You need to end with this approach. हाँ, you have to. ए वर्ष भी जो क्वेश्चन आसीथिला देखो कोड थिंकर पचारिने बट थिंकर हबो नहीं नहीं गोटे गोटे लाइन 250 वर्ड 250 वर्ड केतेटा थिंकर हम लिखले टेलर फ्यूअल गली कर्बिक मेयो 9टा 10टा थिंकर 10टा 100 वर्ड हबो बट दिस गिव एनरिच योर आंसर 250 रु 100 वर्ड एथिरे कंट्रीब्यूट करिवो फर्स्ट 10टा वन व्हाट इज कोऑर्डिनेशन तापरे नीड ऑफ गुड कोऑर्डिनेशन तापरे एंड विथ आईटी गति शक्ति मिशन कर्मयोगी तुम देखो बिना थ्योरी से आंसर केमती लागिवो तुम निजे भाव आगुरु तुम जानि नथिलो अप्रोच टा कि गुटे आंसर केमती लिखा हुए तुमको लागुतला कि यस माय आंसर इज परफेक्ट ओपीएससी मते मार्क दोनी हां नहीं नहीं होबने लेंदी होबने लिसन से कहिछि विदिन 250 वर्ड मींस टू माने ओपीएससी आंसर लेफ्ट पेज और राइट पेज आराम रे हे जिवो इभालुएटर देखिबो कि गुटे वर्ड देखो कोऑर्डिनेशन कोडी अछि इन सिलेबस पेपर 1 यूनिट 2 प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन अ थ्योरीज जदि कोऑर्डिनेशन न कहिबे अब यूनिटी ऑफ कमांड फॉर एग्जांपल यूनिटी ऑफ कमांड रे तुम जदि क्लासिकल थ्योरीज कथा न लिखिबो तुम जदि माने टेलर रो फंक्शनल फॉर्मेनशिप न लिखिबो सो हाउ डू यू गेट मार्क हैला सबु जहा जहा प्रिंसिपल अछि सबुटी थ्योरीज अछि डेलीगेशन रे इफ यू डोंट राइट थ्योरीज की क्लासिकल थ्योरीज गलिक प्रमोट डेलीगेशन एमपी फोलेड रिजेक्ट डेलीगेशन सो हाउ डू यू गेट मार्क्स सो माय अप्रोच इज थ्योरिस्ट माने होचंती गुटे ऑप्शनल आत्मा बिना थ्योरिस्ट सेकेंड ईयर रे मार्क आसीबो नै अच्छा फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन द सेकेंड स्टेज ऑफ ग्रोथ ऑफ पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन द प्रिंसिपल स्टेज so closeness between public and private administration so you need to write the different stages of growth of public administration Nicolas Seneri and Robert Golombowski they have given 6 stage first second third fourth, fifth, sixth. First is polity administration, dichotomy stage. Second is principal stage. Third, human relations stage. Fourth, behavioral approach. Fifth, quantitative approach. And sixth is public policy. So you need to focus in this principle. So first you just give a brief. देखो फास्ट एटा लिखिले सिना गोटे आंसर कोन गोटे आकु बढ़िबो कि सेकंड स्टेज ऑफ ग्रोथ. सो यू नीड टू राइट अबाउट ग्रोथ ऑफ सिक्स स्टेज. एटा कोन छोटा लाइन रे हे गला 50 वर्ड बट तुमर आंसर को गोटे वैल्यू देला कि पिला लिखिची छोटा स्टेज ऑफ किए देथिला निकोलस हेनरी एंड रॉबर्ट कोलंबस की. एंड सेकंड स्टेज इज प्रिंसिपल स्टेज. एंड इन प्रिंसिपल स्टेज क्वेश्चन पचारुची क्लोजनेस बिटवीन पब्लिक एंड प्राइवेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. सो प्रिंसिपल स्टेज रे कोन हेतिला थ्योरिस्ट माने आसीतिले को थ्योरिस्ट साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट थ्योरी टेलर क्लासिकल थ्योरिस्ट फेयल गॉलिक ऑर्बिक. दे कम इन प्रिंसिपल स्टेज. Now the demand of this question is principal stage show closeness between public and private administration. Fayol 14 universal principle. And Fayol says this universal principle can use in both public and private administration. If you don't write this, you will not get mark. Because Fayol कहथिले Fayol has experience working both public and private sector. Fayol means POC plus 14 principle, 14 neutral principle, and 14 universal principle. He said this principle can be applied in both public and private sector in order to get success. You need to write this. Gullick give 10 universal principle, and he said this universal principle can be applied in both public and private sector. So a data must. Fayol and Gullick must. So this stage. कहार नहीं 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 दरकार नहीं तुम्हें खाली लिखिबो Fayol given 14 principle and he termed those principle as universal principle. He said this can be applied in both public and private sector. Fayol has experience working in both public and private sector, so he said this. ଆଉ Gullick এটা হয়ে গেল 50-60 ওয়ার্ড. After that, yes, the closeness between public and private administration elucidate. So this is scientific management theory. Fayol ro universal principle, Gullick ro 10 universal principle, and Urbig ro 8 principle. Pakapaki same, so overlap hochi. So the principal stage of administration that that establish a closeness between public and private administration with the presence of this theorist. Hela, this is your answer. तापरे एटा लिखि दिले कोन हबो स्टार्टिंग रू गोटे भलो हे गला. तापरे प्रिंसिपल स्टेज प्रिंसिपल Fayol you elaborate Fayol, not just 14 principle. Gullick Urbig. हेला तो सेकंड स्टेज काहे की. So principal stage show closeness between. So if you don't know universal principle or what neutral principle, you cannot write this answer. तापरे it is easy question. Manager is important for the success of organization. Explain from the view of McGregor. Okay, what do you know about McGregor? McGregor ro intro. You will write introduction of McGregor. What do you write in the intro? McGregor is one of the important. Which group of theorists? McGregor human relation theorist. अरे ठीक जे McGregor को ग्रुप रो क्लासिकल कि ह्यूमन रिलेशन कि बिहेवियरल theorist. McGregor is one of the important behavioral theorist. बहुत टिके दरकार आउ टिके बूस्टर डोज दरकार हैला. देखो very simple. McGregor is one of the important behavioral theorist. He is influenced from Chester Bernard, the first behavioralist. McGregor rejected the classical idea of organization. He rejected the classical managerial principle. He focused on the socio-psychological aspect of human being in the organization. His publication, The Ideal Manager, he gola 40-50 word. तार पब्लिकेशन भी आउ गोटे इंपोर्टेंट थिंग गोटे थ्योरीस्ट जेतेबेले लिखुछ ना यू नीड टू राइट हिज पब्लिकेशन गोटे एटलिस्ट गोटे भी तार बही लिखिबो दैट गिव वैल्यू टू योर आंसर कि पब्लिकेशन ऑफ मैग्रेगर अच्छा तो मैग्रेगर he termed the classical managerial principle as theory X and behavioral managerial principle as theory Y. He rejected classical managerial principle, focus on behavioral managerial principle or theory Y. After that, you need to write that theory X re kono out theory Y re kono. At least 10 point you need to write. Hela theory X manager kemti hobo? Centralized, top down communication, money motivation, no participation of worker in management, rigid, consider employee as immature, and theory X रे सब voltage दबो centralized decentralized approach, top down circular communication, money motivation multi motivation, non participation of worker participation of worker, rigid flexible, immature he consider employee as mature. देखो एटा बहुत इजी तुम theory X जानि लो theory Y लिखि दबो he consider employee dependent he consider independent. So 10टा पॉइंट theory X 10टा पॉइंट theory Y हे गला तमरा आंसर तापरे आफ्टर दैट यू राइट McGregor Scanlon a place where he conduct experiment, that experiment is known as Scanlon plan. And in Scanlon plan he found theory Y managerial principle is successful. And motivational theorist Maslow, he considered McGregor as his mentor. Motivational theorist Maslow consider McGregor as his mentor. After that, you need to write criticism. Criticism and present relevance. So the situational theorist has criticized McGregor. Situational theorist criticized McGregor. They said the success of a particular managerial philosophy depend on a situation, the type of worker, the type of work. If the employee are what, blue collar, hela blue collar worker, construction sector, factory, theory X successful. हला जो पाठ सार पढ़ी नांती सेमानको पई मनी मोटिवेशन इज मेन मोटिवेशन, मल्टी मोटिवेशन किछि नाही. So criticism, situational theories criticize McGregor, saying that it depend on the nature of work, depend upon the employee, whether who is successful, whether a particular whether theory X is successful or theory Y is successful. In many situations, blue collar worker theory X will be successful. But present relevance re lekhibo, in modern day organization, employee are highly educated, skilled. So they don't want to be get dominated. So in modern day organization, theory Y will be successful. Example de debo, service sector, TCS, Infosys, Microsoft. So this is why manager is important for organization. Hela McGregor. Proper introduction, proper body, criticism, contemporary approach. ए भितर किछि मिस हेले कम मार्क आसीबो. Section B, 20 marker. New public administration is known as second generation behavioral approach. New public administration, second generation behavioral approach. It is second generation behavioral approach. Acha, so you need to know what is behavioral approach. Jodi behavioral approach janicho, tome connect kori paribo. If we look into this, 1887 re public administration take birth. 1968 re new public administration आसीथिला मिनोब्रुक 1 हैला आकु आमे कहिला second generation behavioral approach, and this period is what? Wilsonian public administration. So we need to compare between Wilsonian public administration and new public administration. So new public administration is behavioral approach. So we assume that Wilsonian public administration is classical type. Hello? So we compare that what is the reason of new public administration come? Kahe ke new public administration asila? Theta and new public administration, three things of this answer. Why NPA come? Why NPA come? And who are the theorists in new public administration? What are their idea? And we resemble those idea with whom? Idea of behavioral theorist. Iti direct NPA lekile hobone. You need to compare between NPA and Wilsonian public administration, and you need to compare or you need to equalize NPA with behavioral theorist approach. तापरे आंसर टा गोटे जस्टिफाइड हो. अच्छा, NPA समस्त जानी थिगो न्यू पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन Waldo, his 33 follower, during the 60s, American society faced a lot of problem. Poverty, unemployment, urban riot, USA failure in Vietnam War, assassination of Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy. So yes, urban riot, environment crisis, and these are the problem in USA society. The society become very vulnerable, unstable. Just tell me one thing: who has the responsibility to maintain balance in society? State. And who is face of state? Visible part of state. Visible part of state. State ro kiye? Who is the most visible part of state? Administration. Administration is most visible part of state. Hela? Ha. So Waldo said the current administration, that is Wilsonian administration, failed. Wilsonian administration failed to provide stability in society. Hela? So he want to redefine the current public administration, and the redefinition is known as new public administration. So what are the problems? Wilson's public administration is politic administration, dichotomy, they promote, they value free approach, rigid approach, centralized approach, non-democratic approach. So Wilsonian public administration failed because it promote dichotomy, value free approach, rigid, centralized, non-democratic, non-participative approach. Okay. After that, NPA M1, M2, M3, Minobrook 1, 68, 1988, 2008. So Minobrook 1, Waldo plus 33 is scholar. The other theorist in Minobrook 1. So Minobrook 1 ro prominent theorist hele Waldo, Robert Golembowski, George Fredrickson, Negro, Frank Marini. These are the important theories in Minobrook 1 conference. And what are their idea? Idea would reject polity administration dichotomy, promote polity administration fusion. Waldo want value laden administration, democratization, like Robert Golembowski. Anti-positivist, anti-bureaucratic, anti-technical, anti-hierarchical. He reject administration. He reject bureaucratic administration, reject technical administration, reject hierarchical administration, reject value-free administration. Negro, human delivery of public service. Human delivery of public service means citizen-centric approach. Frank Marini, value, Frank Marini ro chapter idea thila value, choice, democratization, like these things. So main idea of Minobrook 1 ro main idea hela citizen-centric, democratization, decentralization, participation. So all these idea resemble with idea of behavioral theorist. So it justified that new public administration is known as second generation behavioral approach. बुझो केते जिनस लिखा पड़ो रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस माने एमती देखिले लागुची कि एनपीए खाली लिखि देले हबो नै बिकॉज खाली न्यू पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पढ़िथिले हां तुम स्टेट लिखि थांतो M1 M2 M3 सेटा तो नॉर्मल ना एटा प्रो लेवल क्वेश्चन कि हाउ न्यू पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज सेकंड जनरेशन बिहेवियरल अप्रोच तो सेति पे मु सब बडे कहे कांसेप्ट न जानिले होबो नै प्रैक्टिस ठीक है दरकार अच्छा 8 क्वेश्चन इज गवर्नमेंट अक्रॉस the world adopt idea of new public management to increase efficiency of administration, although NPM face a number of limitations. So you need to write about here new public management. New right philosophy गोटे पार्ट है न्यू पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वन इज न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट M1 M2 M3 NPM is theoretical part of new right philosophy, NPM is practical. अच्छा NPM कौन केबे आसिला सेठी की जीवा नहीं हम डायरेक्ट लिखिवा कि गवर्नमेंट अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड adopt ideas of new public management to increase efficiency of administration. अच्छा how NPM result into increase efficiency. अच्छा can you see the definition of NPM? NPM no definition. जहाँ जानी कह तुम वर्ड रे कह कि एनपीएम कौन नहीं नहीं एनपीएम रो तो सिंपल डेफिनेशन ओपीएससी प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पचारि थिला ओपीएससी प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन रे पूरा पचारि थिला एनपीएम कोन देयर वाज ए क्वेश्चन इन ओपीएससी देखिबो जाय कि प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन व्हाट इज न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट देखो आई वांट तमे पूरा डेफिनेशन कहो नहीं बट कॉन्सेप्ट तो कहो कि न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट कौन यू शुड टेल दैट पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट गोटे वर्ड मैनेजमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक अफेयर सो व्हाट इज द न्यू इन दिस न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट देखो कौन है न्यू राइट फिलोसफी एबे पुणी से क्लास हे जीवो सेति मु भीतर को पसु नहीं न्यू राइट फिलोसफी पर लिसन एवरीवन मु देखो टेस्ट सीरीज दोच माने मु एक्सपेक्ट करूची तुम सब जानिछ बिकॉज़ एटा गोटे क्लास नो आई एक्सपेक्ट दैट तुम सब जानिछ एठी आई ओनली मॉडरेट द डिस्कशन मु तुमको खाली कहि देबी देखो आरो इंट्रो एटा आरो बॉडी एटा आरो कंक्लूजन हैला एठी आमे पूरा क्लास करि परबेनी कि एनपीएम कोन केबे आसिला थ्योरिस्ट कोन कहिले तारो क्रिटिसिज्म कोन सो आई एक्सपेक्ट यू टू नो एवरीथिंग हाँ नहीं नहीं आई एक्सपेक्ट यू टू नो एवरीथिंग तमे पूरा सब जानी थिबो एठी आसी खाली मु तुमको गोटे दिशा दिले भी कि हाँ एटा एटा हाँ नहीं टेस्ट सीरीज रो अर्थ ही सेटा कि यू शुड नो एवरीथिंग सो न्यू राइट फिलोसफी पर कोन हैला प्राइवेट सेक्टर आसिला बिकॉज़ न्यू राइट फिलोसफी एटा एनपीएम गोटे ही 3 घंटा रो क्लास 3 घंटा खाली लागिबो एटा पढिया पाई सो हाँ प्राइवेट सेक्टर रो गुड प्रैक्टिस कोना हैला स्टेट रो एफिशिएंसी बढ़ेबा पे यस आई वांट दैट आंसर सेटा तुम सही आंसर है तो प्राइवेट सेक्टर आसिला एंड इट वाज फाउंड दैट पब्लिक और प्राइवेट सेक्टर कंपैरिजन कला प्राइवेट सेक्टर इज मोर सक्सेसफुल पब्लिक सेक्टर लॉस so public sector in order to convert the loss making to profit making adopt successful practice of private sector हैला थेसिस और एंटीथेसिस एनपीए रो थिला ना एनपीए इट इज एनपीएम कंफ्यूज हमने 90% पिला एनपीए और एनपीएम भितरे कंफ्यूजन देखो एनपीए इज वैल्यू लैडेन एनपीएम इज वैल्यू फ्री एनपीए वेलफेयर एनपीएम प्रॉफिट तो डिफरेंस अछि नहीं तुमरो प्रॉब्लम नो मेजॉरिटी पिलांगर प्रॉब्लम सेटा माने से एनपीए रे एनपीएम लिखि दोजिन आई हैव आल्सो सीन आंसर देखो एठी रे ना एबे कंपटीशन टा इमती हेलानी देयर इज नो स्कोप फॉर कामचला आंसर पाणिचिया रो स्कोप नाही बिकॉज तुम पाणिचिया लिखिबो किसी नहीं तुम 250 मार्क आनिबो पिला 300 आनिबे 50 मार्क रो डिफरेंस भाबुचो स्वर्ग और नरक भितर 50 मार्क रो डिफरेंस अछि हाँ 50 मार्क रो डिफरेंस रे तुम माने एंड आउ गोटे कथा जानिचो ओपीएससी रे जदि टॉपर पिला 1100 रखुची लास्ट रैंकर 1050 रखुची ताठू भी कम माने फर्स्ट रैंकर और लास्ट रैंकर माने गोटे कैटेगरी रे यू आर यूआर मेल रे फर्स्ट रैंकर आउ लास्ट रैंकर भितर ना 30 to 40 मार्क डिफरेंस ओनली दैट गोटे ऑप्शनल रे जदि तुम 50-60 मार्क कमी जीवो सरी गला तो एंड एटा मन रखी था जीएस टिके कॉपी टिके एमती ही देखीदे भी ऑप्शनल कॉपीटा स्ट्रिक्टली चेक हम ये यूपीएससी रे हो कि ओपीएससी रे हो तुम जानिछ ऑप्शनल डेडिकेटेड प्रोफेसर बसवे से गोटे इगो नहीं कि चलिए से देखिए कि पिला कौन लिखी एंड प्रोफेसर मान गोटे इगो प्रोब्लेम किसी जानी जे तुम एनपीए रे थ्योरीज न लिखिल कि कॉन्सेप्ट न लिखिल ना माइंड कौन कौन ये ओएस कौन हम ओडिया प्रोफेसर मैंने जो 50-60 वर्षर से मैंने तुम देखिए जानीजे तुम 2 लाइन किसी जानी कौन ओएस हम जा सरीगला तो ऑप्शनल इधर तुम 320-30 आनिब या तो 220 आनिब माने देयर इज अ 100 मार्क गैप बिटवीन स्टूडेंट एंड मेनी पीपल आई नो ए वर्ष 200 भी आनी ना पिला 334 327 325 गोटे स्टूडेंट 327 आनिक पाइनि इंटरव्यू देइतिला बट किसी मार्क रे कमी गला तो इमेजिन करो 325 225 तुम 250 माने 75 मार्क मेंस रे 75 भावुच तो केते मार्क हेलानी 325 तुम 250 75 रे तुम सिलेक्ट ही थांतो तुम 325 पॉवर्टी आनले यू आर नॉट हियर यू विल गेट थ्रू तुम एबे कोडी टीआरओ हे कि थांतो तो ऑप्शनल इते इंपोर्टेंस रोल प्ले करूची जीएस रे देखो बेसी वेरी करिनि मार्क हां पेपर 2 रे टिके वेरी करिछि बट बाकी सबुथिरे सेही 10-15 मार्क बट ऑप्शनल रे जणे तुमटू 70 मार्क 100 मार्क अधिक आनी पारे आई विल शो यू मार्क पिला खाली ऑप्शनल रे पाई जंदी जीएस रे एवरेज मार्क ऑप्शनल 310 315 325 सिलेक्ट अच्छा आउ गोटे कथा ऑप्शनल रोल कहि दउची एबेटू रोल ऑफ ऑप्शनल नॉट एंड विथ योर मेंस इट विल कंटिन्यू टिल इंटरव्यू रे गोटे ऑप्शनल पचारिबे क्वेश्चन तुमको सेठी एनपीएम पचारिबे हैला सेठी तुमको एनपीएम पचारिबे एनपीए पचारिबे प्रैक्टिकल इफ यू कैन नॉट टेल 125 गोटे विक्रांत शर्मा देखिबो एठी तार अछि he got 175 इंटरव्यू पॉबेड 175 से कहले सर खाली पॉबेड क्वेश्चन पचारले मैं आंसर देली 175 रैंक हला 145 खाली इंटरव्यू दम तो 145 ओके तो सिंपली न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट होची इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ प्राइवेट सेक्टर प्रैक्टिस इन पब्लिक सेक्टर इज न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट ओके New public management is a product of 1970s 80s कहि परिबा हमें and NPM is USA UK India USA Reaganism Thatcherism and India रे LPG अच्छा तो एनपीएम कौन द एनपीएम फोकस इज एफिशिएंसी ओके सो एनपीएम प्रमोट वैल्यू फ्री अप्रोच प्रॉफिट एफिशिएंसी इकोनॉमी productivity effectiveness এটা एनपीएम रो मेन हाँ ट्रिपली देखो एनपीए रो गोटे 3 अप्रोच अछि एनपीएम रो एफिशिएंसी इकोनॉमी इफेक्टिवनेस तो एनपीएम रो कोर ही एटा 3 अप्रोच एनपीएम रो देखो एफिशिएंसी और इफेक्टिवनेस कौन कहूछ सेम की डिफरेंस ना ना एफिशिएंसी अलगा इफेक्टिवनेस अलगा हाउ मच इफेक्टिव यू आर हाँ से प्रॉफिट एनपीएम ही प्रॉफिट इफेक्टिवनेस नहीं नहीं प्राइवेट सेक्टर में भी तो इफेक्टिवनेस अच्छे ना अच्छा थ्योरिस्ट कैन यू टेल सम थ्योरिस्ट इन एनपीएम Kettle, Osborne and Gabler, Christopher Hood, Owen Hughes. Kettle six concern of NPM, Osborne and Gabler. The concept of entrepreneurial government. नहीं मिनिमम गवर्नमेंट न्यू राइट फिलोसफी जो आसिला मिनोब्रुक सेकेंड रे कटबैक मैनेजमेंट रोल बैक ऑफ द स्टेट स्मॉल स्टेट स्ट्रांग स्टेट इंडिया गवर्नमेंट रो होची मिनिमम गवर्नमेंट मैक्सिमम गवर्नेंस मिनिमम गवर्नमेंट मैक्सिमम गवर्नेंस कि स्मॉल स्टेट स्ट्रांग स्टेट कोटा अच्छा तो नहीं को बहिरू देखिथिलो कि का नोट देखिथिलो ने बहिरू देखिथिलो यदि कह नोट्स रे तो नोट्स कथा कहने भाबरी को बहिरू देखि यदि कह तो कैटल सिक्स कंसर्न सेथिरे डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन प्रॉफिट मार्केटाइजेशन एफिशिएंसी तापर कैरेक्टर ऑफ कैटल ऑफ सिक्स कंसर्न ओसबर्न गैबलर एंटरप्रेन्योरियल गवर्नमेंट Christopher Hood ro 7 idea of NPM and Owen Hughes. You need to write idea of all theorists. Hela Kettle ro 6 concern character of NPM. Marketization, Christopher Hood. ये चार्टा prominent theorist अछंती. Christopher Hood of 7 idea. He has given 7 idea. Kettle 6 concern. Character of NPM. इटा भी 6टा character रहिबो. हैला. Kettle रो 6 idea. Character of NPM रे marketization, value for money, democratization. प्रॉफिट ये सब रहिबो तापर ओसबोर्न एंड गैबलर एंटरप्रेन्योरियल गवर्नमेंट 10 पॉइंट एंड क्रिस्टोफर हुड रो 7 आइडिया ओवेन ह्यूज रो 4 पॉइंट एति कहि देली तुमको एति की रहिबो आई एम नॉट वन बाय वन जाउ नै सो कैरेक्टर 6टा कैटल रो 6 कंसर्न ओसबोर्न गैबलर कांसेप्ट ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरियल गवर्नमेंट 10 point, Christopher Hood's 7th idea, Owen Hughes, privatization, marketization, these things, and mostly NPM is focused on increasing profit, increase profit of government, profit motive, NPM ta profit motive, NPA ta welfare, NPM profit. अच्छा, so government across the world adopt idea of NPM because government across the world want more profit. एबे देखो एग्जांपल भी गवर्नमेंट across world एग्जांपल देबी यूएसए रे बिल क्लिंटन Al Gore. Bill Clinton had made a committee which is headed by Al Gore. A government that cost less and function more. Recently, there is a development happened in USA. Can you say that it is also related to NPM? Recent development. USA, the next president Trump, he made a Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk. So this Department of Government Efficiency, NPM, because it is माने ए एग्जांपल देले ही मार्क मिलियो तुमको कि recently Donald Trump has constituted DOG, Department of Government Efficiency. It is focused on NPM because question is government across the world adopt idea of NPM. तापर UK रे UK रे तो हमें थैचरिज्म लिखी थिला तापरे जॉन मेयर Tony Blair also they work into the idea of NPM. Autonomy to PSU, prior option review and citizen charter. The concept of citizen charter started in UK. तो UK ही गला तो USA रे NPM, UK रे NPM, after that India. NPM in India. PSU get Navaratna, Mini Ratna, Maharatna status. Lateral entry, CEO in Indian Railway CEO, lateral entry, private sector people work in public sector are PSU are Navaratna, Mini Ratna, Maharatna status, and if a government kono focus more on outsource. Performance evaluation in public sector. ଏବେ recently government କହିଛି bank କଥା ବି লিখিପାରିବ that salary increase based on performance. That is also part of NPM. The government କହିଛି no new pay commission, your salary increase based on your performance and compulsory retirement in case of inefficiency. Okay, so this is government across the world adopt to NPM. Acha, limitation. देखो केतेबेले भल आंसर लिखि पारिबो जेमति हॉलीवुड फिल्म रे देखिछो एमति कर दियंते गुटे आसी जाए डिस्क आसी जाए टेक्नो फिल्म मानकर तो तमे पूरा सिलेबस जानिथिबो यू नो द एंटायर सिलेबस एंड यू नीड टू इंटरप्रेट माने प्रति वर्ड एनपीएम पीसीए कोन खाली एटा नुह कि तमे पीसीए घोषि देइछो तार इंटरप्रिटेशन पीसीए कोन बुझि परछो तो गुटे थ्योरिस्ट टेलर कैरेक्टर कोन फ्योल रो कैरेक्टर कोन मैग्रेगर कैरेक्टर कोन से डेप्थ जाय जते जानिबो तमे यू कैन नहले आंसर लिखिबो बट जहाँ देखैली तुमको माने समटाइम्स एमती हबो तमे आंसर गुटे लिखिबो ना तापरे एठी डिस्कशन हला पर तमे आंसर तमे पढिबो तमे निजे मार्क दबो नै कहबो ना ना आंसर डिजर्व ही करो नै मार्क अच्छा लिमिटेशन कोन एनपीएम इज वैल्यू फ्री हैला इट इग्नोर वेल fair focus on profit. Okay, state earlier the state was what state? Sovereign state. It become market state. Sovereign state become market state. Accountability is reduced because now state is only accountable to customer. Earlier state is accountable to citizen. So market state he gola, value free he gola, accountability has reduced. Sovereign state, market state, ignore welfare, and it is not suitable for developing nation. It's not suitable for a developing nation. Okay, so it है criticism. So limitation तो लिखिले होगा नहीं. We need to write solution. Solution is NPSA, New Public Service Approach by Denhart. New Public Service Approach. It is a combination of NPA plus NPM, value laden, value free. ଗୋଟେ एग्जांपल तुमको दउछि एनपीएसए रो अच्छा एनपीएम होछि वंदे भारत ट्रेन राजधानी ट्रेन जो गवर्नमेंट प्रॉफिट कमाउछि एनपीए होछि जो पैसेंजर ट्रेन माने हैला इट इज ए एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन देखो एठी जनरल बोगी अच्छी स्लीपर एसी एसी स्लीपर जनरल सो जनरल और स्लीपर कौन एनपीए एसी कौन एनपीएम एनपीए सो एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन इज ए एग्जांपल ऑफ न्यू पब्लिक सर्विस अप्रोच जो गवर्नमेंट प्रॉफिट भी कमाऊँ वेलफेयर भी कमाऊँ आहार केन्द्र वेलफेयर निमंत्रण प्रॉफिट ओके जो दिल्ली रे जानते रेन बसेरा नाइट शेल्टर हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट इट नाइट शेल्टर जो विंटर रे लोक माने गरीब लोक माने तांको दिया जाए सेटा भी टेंट कोणार्क इको रिट्रीट भी टेंट सो कोणार्क इको रिट्रीट प्रॉफिट दैट इज वेलफेयर ओके सो दिस इज हाउ यू एंड दिस क्वेश्चन criticism for a contemporary approach. Next is direct question. Human relation approach is key to success for modern day organization. Give suitable example. Human relation approach, Ilton Mayo. Intro. Ilton Mayo intro. Ilton Mayo is regarded as the father of human relation approach or neoclassical approach ताको कहा जाए Mayo rejected the classical approach of organization intro रे Mayo father of human relation approach neoclassical approach rejected classical approach of organization, rejected classical approach, formal approach of organization, promote informal approach, focus on socio-psychological approach of organization. His publication, है तारपरे फेल रो publication. तापरे intro है गला 5 लाइन Mayo body in body Mayo has conducted 2 experiments. First experiment Philadelphia textile mill, second Hawthorne electricity company. So Philadelphia textile mill, this is known as first inquiry. This is known as first inquiry, Philadelphia textile mill, and in this first inquiry Mayo found the problem of what? Industrial fatigue, absence of rest period, which result into industrial accident and absenteeism. Hawthorne experiment. Sorry, green আছে. Acha, Hawthorne experiment, it is divided into 4 parts. Great illumination, relay team assembly, mass interview, and bank wiring. 4 experiments conducted by Elton Mayo. Great illumination, impact of light on productivity. Hello? Impact of light on productivity. Relay team assembly. Work condition, mass interview, conduct interview of employee, and bank wiring. Bank wiring means he found 3 type of employee. कौन बैंक वायरिंग रे सेटा तो आसीबो आपको ए जो चारटा एक्सपेरिमेंट हैला ग्रेट इल्यूमिनेशन रे इंपैक्ट ऑफ लाइट रिलेटिव असेंबली रे work condition of work, how it impact productivity, mass interview to know what employee want, and bank wiring. In bank wiring he find 3 type of employee. Sunithibo, red buster, cheslier, squealer. That is bank wiring. And outcome of human relation approach. Outcome of human relation approach is individual informal communication participative management. Individual informal communication participative management. Hello? Individual informal communication participative management, outcome of human relation approach. Acha. How it is suitable? এটা লিখিলো তারপরে next human relation approach key to success in modern day organization. The reason is modern day organization employee are educated, skilled. Okay, educated, skilled. They don't want to get dominated. They want to get dominated. They have socio-psychological approach in organization. So in modern organization, employee, they need rest period, they want to associate in management, and as an employee they want their importance as an employee and informal organization. This is how you justified that modern day organization रे कोन होची रेस्ट पीरियड दरकार एम्प्लॉई को एम्प्लॉई रो गोटे सोशियो साइकोलॉजिकल थिंकिंग अछि एम्प्लॉई वांट टू एसोसिएट इन मैनेजमेंट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एग्जांपल देई दबो JCM joint consultative machinery for arbitration example in policy of organization in DPSP रो জানিথিব socialist principle রে employees participation in management. So you can connect Ilton Mayo with DPSP, JCM and informal organization. Yes, informal organization is bound to present. Here we can write about Keith Davis ro grapevine, Keith Davis grapevine. Okay, so that you need to write that how in modern day organization you can Assam ro gote example dei debo. Assam police re the Director General of Police take opinion of constable. Recently in Hindu, the Director General of Police take opinion of constable. Eta bhi hoche. So this is how human relation approach is a key to success of modern day organization. You need to justify your answer. Hello. Next, 10. Weberian bureaucracy is the key to the process of development till it is instrumental aspect. What bottleneck modern bureaucracy faced in developing world? Acha. So first we need to write about Max Weber. Max Weber is a German sociologist who studied dominion in society, although the word bureaucracy is not coined by him. Hello, because but Max Weber studied dominion and he differentiated between power and authority. Weber said power is coercive and authority is legal rational, and he gave importance to authority and not power. He studied dominion in society, and to study dominion he used ideal method to study dominion in society. Max Weber gote book Politics ex vocation. तो इंट्रो रो मैक्स वेबर हे गला 50 वर्ड इंट्रो लिखिबो तापर मैक्स वेबर डिफरेंशिएट थ्री टाइप ऑफ अथॉरिटी ट्रेडिशनल charismatic legal rational. Just eta without much explanation, traditional, patriarchal, patrilineal, patrimonial, and administrative system is patrilineal, feudal. Charismatic authority based on charisma. Hello. So based on charisma, routinization of charisma or channelization of charisma that you write, and here only follower, no administrative system. And legal rational authority, where authority derived from law, constitution. Legal rational authority derived from law and constitution, and administrative system is bureaucracy. Here administrative system is bureaucracy. Hela? And Max Weber explain about bureaucracy. Tapore Weber's idea on bureaucracy you will write. Huh? Nahin. Weber's idea and bureaucracy. देखो it is बहुत simple Weber idea because you are all preparing for this exam. You are going to part of bureaucracy. So Max Weber's idea of bureaucracy. You will write 10 point here. Weber's idea of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is a hierarchical organization. Employee selected on the basis of merit. After selection, they get training. After training, they get a position in the hierarchy of the organization. All work in a coordinated manner to achieve the goal of organization, and this is their primary occupation. Differentiate between public and private property, impersonal written rule, employee get remuneration, post retirement benefit. आराम रे 10टा पॉइंट लिखि दबो. तापरे मेन मुद्दा हला क्वेश्चन जहाँ पचारि छी इंस्टीट्यूशनल इंस्ट्रूमेंटल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ ब्यूरोक्रेसी. बस एटा हला मेन. Main hela this instrumental aspect of bureaucracy. Weber has explained about instrumental aspect of bureaucracy. What is that instrumental aspect of bureaucracy? Bureaucracy is an instrument. Bureaucracy, the political master use bureaucracy as an instrument. The political master use bureaucracy as an instrument to bring desired change in society. So bureaucracy as an instrument is very good, but when bureaucracy कौन ही जीवो institution. What example दूँ तुमको instrument of institution कौन? Simple. I am using the pen. The pen is a instrument. So I can use A, B, C. Suppose I cannot control this pen. से pen ता हिसाब रे चली रहा है. तो कौन होगा? Destruction. So bureaucracy as an instrument is very good for society. Bureaucracy as an instrument ensure welfare development, but bureaucracy as an institution हेले कौन होगा? Bureaucracy work for itself, not for citizen. Okay, bureaucracy work for itself, not for citizen. If it become institutional. Martin Albo said that Weber has given Weber in his book written 5 solutions to control what? Institutionalization of bureaucracy. What are the control mechanisms? Direct democracy, immaturism, divide power, representative democracy, direct democracy, representative democracy, immaturism, divide power. What is the 5th? And he support representative democracy to solve the problem of institutionalization of bureaucracy and ensure bureaucracy remain as a instrument. Immaturism, direct division of power, direct democracy, representative democracy. I would have a point. I am forgetting now. One second. Direct democracy, immaturism, division of power. Okay. So it's Weber's idea of bureaucracy and Weberian bureaucracy key process to development till it is instrumental aspect. So jetebel je bureaucracy as a instrumental aspect, it will work for the welfare of people, it will help in development. एटा भी हमें ऐड करि परिबा इंस्ट्रूमेंटल ब्यूरोक्रेसी development administration. Instrumental bureaucracy role in development administration. Development administration is administration led development process. Bottleneck modern bureaucracy face in developing world. এটা অলরেডি আমি ডিসকাশন করে সারলানি bureaucracy first same institutional bureaucracy, corruption, nepotism, secrecy, inefficiency, maladministration, rule oriented bureaucracy, means oriented bureaucracy, Peter principle, bureau authority, trained in capacity, trained in capacity, status quo oriented, okay, these are the bottleneck modern bureaucracy faced in developing world. Taro solution of this bottleneck: social audit, citizen charter, RTI, IT, merit based promotion, compulsory retirement, performance evaluation, second ERC, लोकपाल लोक आयुक्त, मिशन कर्मयोगी, विलेज ट्रेनिंग, sensitivity training. This is a solution. So with this we can ensure that the bottleneck of modern bureaucracy should not be there and bureaucracy remain as a key process to development. Okay, this is all about our discussion. How much doubt is there? Pacharo. paper 1 unit 3 4 5 next unit 3 4 5 आज Thursday Friday Saturday Sunday okay, which doubt okay, so we should end our session.